The first family of Marvel gets a reboot on their comic series right before the movie comes out. Let's talk about Fantastic Four number one. Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Fantastic Four number one. This is a new book from Marvel Comics. Let's talk about the creative team before we get into this book. This is written by Ryan North, who's been writing the ongoing Fantastic Four preview to this, also writing the One World Under Doom gigantic summer event that's going on over at Marvel. We have pencils by Humberto Ramos, colors by Edgar Delgado, and also letters by Travis Lanham. In this issue, the Fantastic Four return with a new number one, kicking off a whole new volume of their adventures through time, space, science, and the human condition. When the Fantastic Four take on Doom, things do not go well and they suddenly go catastrophically wrong. They're sent to four different eras in the Earth's history, alone and isolated. In wildly different time periods, Reed, Johnny, Ben, and Sue all have to fight to survive. Their only hope is to reach the Forever Stone, a mass of dense granite that happens to be one of the longest lasting rocks on the planet, which, through a combination of obscurity and raw geological luck, has stayed both intact and accessible for most of Earth's history. Also featured in this issue, we have Ben Grimm fighting a dinosaur. No other comic dares to feature the Thing battling several dinosaurs. It is the summer of dinosaurs after all. We got a new Jurassic Park film out there. But that's just where we're getting started. And all this brought to life by the incredible new artist, Humberto Ramos. I guess new to the series, not new as an artist. Yeah, this was quite a debut for the comic. I was very excited to get into this book. I really have been loving everything that Ryan North's been doing in Marvel, and really just overall. But Ryan North is such a great writer when it comes to this team because he truly understands the essence of what I think makes these characters interesting. Um, I love that he captures everything, the family dynamic. You know, this book is told by the point of view of Sue, and that there's a revelation as to why that happens. But when, you want to see the Fantastic Four confronting Doom, you want to see the Fantastic Four succeed as a family. You want to see Johnny keep that mustache because it looks rad. Now that they're all kind of back at the it's really interesting that Ryan North would reboot his own. I mean, I guess it's an editorial decision, but uh, rebooting a series with the same writer feels pretty interesting. I think a lot of it has to do with the upcoming film, which we'll also talk about the Fantastic Four First Steps tie-in comic later on or in a different video. But yeah, this was great. It was a really fun adventure. The synopsis does really tell everything, but the way that Umberto Ramos captures not only the designs of the character, they look great. I think they have a Umberto Ramos is a very action driven artist, and he has very dynamic styles. He has very um, I would say maybe very stylized pencils, and I think those really work. I really like the designs for the characters. I really think they look great. He gets to draw all these different things because of the premise of them going through four different periods on the Earth's history. So that's a lot of fun, right? They get to kind of stretch out those artist the artistic vision of what different eras on our history of Earth look like. I think Doom is just such a prolific villain for this group of heroes that I'm hoping that this will be a recurring thing where Doom will just kind of put them in peril and they have to work for each other. But what I think I really love the most is the fact that the Fantastic Four are prepared for everything as a family because they know that they can get through most things if they are together. So the first thing they realize is that they have to find this forever stone, which kind of feels like an anchor for them. They've been on enough time travel shenanigans to understand that the way that they need to get back together is by finding this one constant. So I think that obviously this is a metaphor for the family, right? The stone is a metaphor for family. But what happens if the stone's not available or if you can't find it, right? That's a really cool explanation. So, and one of the other things that I loved about Ryan North's run is that a lot of these issues they read pretty well standalone. Now, this one does kind of it feels like it's going to be at least a two-parter. I don't think that Ryan North would write for the complete arc, with like most of these stories do, where they're now writing for 4 or 5 issue runs, and you gotta in order to get a complete story, you have to read all four or five. That's just kind of the way that serialized comics have transitioned. But Ryan North on his previous run, like you could just really dip into any issue and pick it up. There was a couple of two-parters, there was a couple of three-parters, and of course there was a longer narrative going on throughout the whole thing. But yeah, such a great job to kind of kick this off. I'm looking online at the on League of Comic Geeks, which is usually where I get a lot of my information about these books, and the reviews are very positive. This has a 4.4 star rating right now, with 34 ratings as of coming out today. So I'm very excited to go pick this up. I love Humberto Ramos. I've read a lot of his stuff, including like he had a very fantastic run, no pun intended, on Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually picking this up on my shop. But it was really fun to read. So if you have read this issue, let me know what you thought about this down in the comments. As I mentioned, we will also have a video either before or after this for the Fantastic Four First Steps comic book tie-in. So let me know what you thought about that if you have read it. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.